Alright, so in this video what we're going to do is show you how to use the Gigboard in conjunction with an amplifier, but not using the 4-cable method. It's still using just 2 cables. I'm actually using a wireless going to the input right here, but it still acts as a cable. And what we're simply doing is just taking the output of the Gigboard and plugging it straight into the effects return of the amplifier. What that's doing is it's bypassing the preamp section of your amp and replacing it with the preamp section of the Gigboard, which we're using a Tweed Basement at this point, but we can also use other amps as well. So let's go ahead, for example, and bring in a dirty, filthy amplifier. That's what I like to call them, dirty and filthy. Let's delete that. Cab. Okay, so check this out. Okay, let's turn that off and turn on the Tweed Basement. I'm not sure if you guys saw the video of some other people on YouTube basically plugging their metal zones into the effects return of the amplifier, but we're basically doing the same thing here. We're just using the Gigboard as that metal zone, and then we're just using the amp heads as the preamp section, and then the physical amplifier as the power amp section and speaker cab. So very cool stuff. We can still run effects into the front. We can still have some delay in here. And since the effects return is basically after the preamp section of the amp, the delays and reverb still sound really good. You're not getting that weird, crunchy sound when you turn on a delay or reverb. Alright, here's a little white boost. Let's put this after the amplifier. Alright. And let's go ahead and make some scenes here. Okay, so check this out. We can go, scene 1 is going to be amp on, amp 2 is off, white boost is off, TRC is off. Let's have this a little bit of reverb, no delay, no IR, and no external switching amp, because we're not doing that in this one. Let's go ahead and make this, let's make it orange. And then for this scene, we're actually going to have amp 1 off, amp 2 on. Let's have a little green JRC. And then tape echoes on, reverb's on. Actually, reverb's off. External amp switch is none. And the IR is off. We're going to call it Mezza, and we're going to call this Basement. So you notice that we don't really have scribble strips on the Gigboard. We just have the LEDs, and then we can see the actual names on the 7-inch screen right here. So that's not too bad. So here's our Basement sound, and here's our Mezza sound. Back to Basement. Back to Basement. Alright, cool. So I got a basic clean patch, a dirty rhythm patch, or a lead patch, whatever you want to call it. And you can hear that the input section is really cleaning up everything because it didn't save my input. Alright, so so it's a very easy way to use the gig board in conjunction with a real amp. And I did see Tracy Guns yesterday on YouTube. It's probably like an old video. But he was basically using his the same way. He was taking the dual outputs of his Headrush pedal board, plugging that into the effects return of two JCM 800s with a 4x12 cabs with greenbacks in them. And so that way he was getting his full stage volume. He was getting his preamp sound and all the other effects that he uses from the Headrush pedal board. And now you can use the gig board in the same exact way. So guys, this is a really great unit. It's very small. You can do a lot of things with it. And yeah, I would definitely check it out if you're able to. So I am Dr. McFarland. I will see you in the next video. Keep rocking. So if you want to see great content all in one place, be sure to check out drmcfarlandstudios.com. Keep rocking.